especially for a woman when you got a baby just creating on the inside of you, and then you wind up finding out that that being that you creating is not coming out alive.
Well, look, I ain't folding up. Looking at me, man, like where you been holding up. Stop sleeping on yourself, this should be undeniable. I want the money, nigga, fuck the rivals. Don't want start, la homie. That's an art, la homie. Trying to get riches, all these pictures I'm caught.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your boy, Shy Timon. And today, we having another Story Time Tuesday. So let's get it. You dig? So, let's get to the story, man. Cause you know, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me turn this up a little bit, just a tad bit, cause I like this little beat. So today, this morning, I drove to work, and I text my wife and asking her if I could do this story that I'm about to tell y'all. So y'all probably gonna know what the story kind of gonna be about because of the title. So I texted her and she said, yeah, you could do the video. So I said, all right. So I'm just gonna get into the video, you know. Let's just start the video and start talking. Well, let me tell the story. I'm saying start talking, so let me go ahead and tell the story. So, me and my wife was like 3 months in our relationship, fresh. We did a video on how we met, and if you want to see that video, I'm gonna put it in a tag up here in this top corner, the way you could just click on the tag and watch how we met. But like I was saying, she was like 3 months into her pregnancy, you know, and then she came to me and she was like, Rashad, I'm pregnant. For those of y'all who don't know, my name is Rashad, but I call myself Shad Timon. But anyway, she was like, Rashad, I'm pregnant. So I'm like, for real? So man, I'm all excited, like happy. And so she was like, but don't tell nobody yet. But I'm already on the phone calling my mom or everything. Yeah, I got a baby on the way, whoop-de-whoop, letting them know, letting everybody know. So me and my wife was good. And look, let me tell you, why she was pregnant with our first child. Our child name, she called our child Deshiree because I told her I didn't want no juniors. So what she did, she took my first name and called it Pig Latin. She like said my name in Pig Latin, and that's what she called it. So instead of Rashad, she called him Deshiree in Pig Latin. So, but anyway, so during her pregnancy, you know, like when it got like close, like when she started having those, you know how women have mood swings and stuff like that. Like me and her was getting into it all the time, and we was arguing a lot. And she she hated the ground that I walked on while she was pregnant. So when I found out that she was pregnant, we like 19 years old. When I found out she was pregnant, you know, I went to my pastor and I told him, I was like, yeah, she pregnant. And he was like, yeah, now you gotta marry her now, you gotta marry her. So I think this when we really like started fussing and arguing, when I went to her and I was like, man, I want to marry you, let's get married. And at the time I'm 19 and I didn't really know why she was telling me no. But she was like, no, I don't want to marry you. But as I'm older now, I see why she didn't want to marry me. And I'm going to explain further. But so she kept telling me no, and I kept getting mad, you know, and I was sitting there trying to wonder why she didn't want to marry me. So it was just kind of making me mad. But so the reason why she didn't want to marry me, all right, was because, and I kept stressing her about getting married, but I really didn't have a stable place to live, you know, and to raise, you know, my child. And as I'm older now, I see, like, that was the problem. It wasn't that she didn't love me, it was that I really didn't have a stable place. And I was in and out of jobs, and I really didn't have nowhere to live, because at the time I was staying with my grandmother. And so my grandma, she was on Section 8 at the time, and somebody wind up telling that I was staying with her, so I had to get put out the house. I had to get put out. She didn't want to, but I had to leave, because I left because I didn't want her to lose her Section 8. So then I went to my sister's house, you know. Then me and my sister kind of got into it. I left that, you know. Then I went to my wife's sister. Me and her kind of got into it, and I left. So it was like I was moving from house to house, where you just kind of say, well, you can't say I was homeless, but I still had somewhere to go. But I was kind of homeless because I was jumping from house to house. But I would never go back to my mama's house, because I always said that I would never go back over there because she put me out. And I would sleep in my car before I go back over there. And that's the reason why she didn't want to marry me. And I wanted to marry her, you know, because I love her, and that she was pregnant, and I wanted to raise, you know, me and my child, you know, while we was married. And so we sitting there. Oh, my phone was about to cut off. So me and her got into a big argument one time, and I think it was about the marriage thing, you know. And I just came to the point where I was so mad. I was like, F you, you know, forget you, and da-da-da this. And we were just fussing on the phone, and I made her cry. And, like, if you just click on the story time and watch the story time, and we're going to tell you. But at that time, man, like, I didn't have no money. I couldn't provide, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot of stress. It was a lot of stress that she was going through. And I really didn't, you know, realize all the stress that I was putting her through. And so one day, I don't know what made her, you know, sit down and want to talk to me, but we wind up talking. And after the fuss, that's when I was doing some road work, and she going to her doctor, you know what I'm saying, to get a checkup. And I'm doing road work, and I see her pass me, and I look at her, and she, you know, stuck the middle finger at me. But anyway, but I think she was at work one time, and she kept feeling bad, like she was feeling bad. And she wound up going to the doctor. So the doctor that she went to, she was like, yeah, I'm going to give you an appointment at this other doctor, you know, and you going to go over there, they're going to check you out. They're going to check you out. So it took like 5 days for the appointment, but within the 5 days, we wound up talking, and we wound up going to this place called Hard Rock Cafe. You know, we sat down, we started talking, you know, and then we kind of started like talking and kind of like getting a little close together, you know, a little close. So the day of the doctor visit, we went there, and the doctor asked So they went and checked her, looking, checking the baby out and stuff like that. So they took me and Raz out the room. Well, they walked out the room, me and Raz sitting in the room. And they called us in the room and it was like, we got some bad news. And like, I'm thinking like the baby was gonna be deformed or something, us. And the doctor popped the question, told us that like he told us and was like, your baby didn't make it. So me and her just froze for a second and we just sitting there. And I'm like, hold up, so he didn't, how he died? Like, what made him die? And they say that the death was unknown when he passed away. And like, bro, that's a hard pill to swallow, like, especially for a woman when you got a baby just creating it on the inside of you, and then you wind up finding out that that being that you create is not coming out alive. And it's crazy. So, man, we went riding. We left the hospital. And so, this when I was so into church. I'm like, man, I'm going to find my pastor. I rode to my pastor's house, but he went there. Because I was so firm in my belief that if he would lay hands on him and pray, lay hands on my wife's stomach and pray for her, then my baby was going to come alive. But when I went there, he would never. So I couldn't think of nothing else. So I called my grandpa, R.I.P. to my grandpa. And my grandma answered, and I was like, Grandma, I didn't tell nobody in my family. I said, where my grandpa at? She put my grandpa on the phone, and I was like, damn. I said, Fo. Because that's what I used to call my grandpa. I said, Fo, he ain't here. He died. I just broke down crying. And so I just broke down crying. And so it's crazy. So anyway, I just broke down crying and I was just telling him like, bro, this can't be so, this can't be so. So she wound up going to the doctor and she wound up having the baby, and it's just the pain that like you holding your child in your hand for the last time and he just got you and you not gonna see him no more. So we didn't want to do a burial because my wife was like 5 months in her pregnancy when she died. So when our child came out, we just cremated him. But like on some real shit, I'm just gonna say some stuff that I'm gonna say it to the fellas, like, bro, when your wife or your significant other or whoever you with, they wind up getting pregnant, like, bro, make the environment as stress-free as you can. As stress-free as you can, because stress will kill a child. If the woman, anything goes on with the woman body, that baby gonna feel it. And as I grew older, I began to realize that, not to put it on me, but I feel that I caused her so much stress that she wound up losing the child. And like on some real stuff, I ain't never told that to nobody. I always kept that to myself. 8 years long, I kept that to myself. Like, I'm the reason why that my son died, because I put his mama through so much stress that it wound up, taking him out. So, and sometimes, like, when people talk to me, I just like, I just go, I black out. I like go into my own little space and I just, you know, be zoned out. And it's not that I don't be paying attention to nobody. It's that my mind be on some stuff. Like when my wife's sister them ask me, they be like, they tell my wife, oh, you have 4 children. And I always say, no, she got 3 that are alive. Oh, well, you got this boy. Well, I don't know him. That's how I be acting. Because I don't be wanting to think about that. You know, that's why I say that. I don't want to think about it, you know, because it's just going to bring memories to my head at times. If he was alive, the things that I could have been doing with him when he was, you know, my son would be 8 years old right now if he was still alive. And, you know, that's why I always shut people off. Like, no, she only got 3. She never had 4. I don't know him. That's why I was like that. Because, like, on some real stuff, I take death hard. And I really don't like when people bring up something that I lost. I hate that with a passion. And that shit, I just don't like it because I don't like thinking about it. But, you know, that's the, fellas, like for real, keep your women stress-free. Stress-free, please. Please keep them stress-free. And, you know, when your wife pregnant, make her environment good as could be, good as could be. You know, because anything that goes on with that woman, it's going to affect the baby. So you make your significant other stress-free, like for real. So, but y'all, that's the end of the story. And I'm your boy, Shy Timon. And if you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment, and subscribe to my page. And I'm out. Peace.
Well, look, I ain't folding up. Looking at me, man, like where you been? You been holding up. Not sleeping on yourself, this should be undeniable. I want the money, nigga, fuck the rivals. Don't want to start, la homie. Listen, all, la homie. Trying to get riches, all these